Can you still hear the vortex?
W. And before we get started, we want to take a moment to thank one of our newest sponsors, and that's NordVPN. They're going to help you get secure and private access to the internet. The VPN service provides you a secure, encrypted tunnel for online traffic as well. Nobody can see through a tunnel and get their hands on your internet data. NordVPN is the best VPN if you're looking for peace of mind when you use public Wi-Fi, personal and work accounts, or just want to keep your browsing history to yourself.
Hey, it protects all your devices. Do you use Windows at work, Mac OS at home, and Linux for your special projects? No problem. There's a NordVPN application for each of these, plus apps for iOS, Android, and Android TV. Oh, and also encrypted proxy extensions for Chrome and Firefox. Best of all, with one NordVPN account, you can secure up to 6 devices at the same time. Enjoy a fast and stable connection anywhere. That's right. Buffering is the ultimate buzzkill. So streaming or downloading files with a slow internet connection is not an option. No worries. You just need a VPN server that offers a fast connection with no limits on bandwidth. You need NordVPN. Choose from over 5,500 NordVPN servers in 59 countries and enjoy the fastest VPN experience.
Having more servers means less load, and the wide variety of locations means there's a high supply. There's super fast servers. We're talking over 5,200 in 59 countries. You can unlock Netflix and your favorite entertainment websites. You get a 30-day money-back guarantee that protects your data while you're traveling, in public, at airports, coffee shops, wherever you're going to go. The CyberSec suite acts as an ad blocker. You've got faster connection with Nord links, and there's no data logging. 24/7 customer support via live chat and emails, and up to 6 simultaneous connections. Plus, you're going to be able to double data encryption for increased anonymity.
Hey, it's compatible with most operating systems, including Windows, Mac OS, Linux, iOS, Android, unlimited bandwidth, automatic kill switch. Look, we have a special deal for our listeners. Go to nordvpn.com/SurvivorNSFW and use the coupon SurvivorNSFW at checkout to get a 2-year plan with a huge discount plus 1 additional month for free.
That's NordVPN, NORDVPN/SurvivorNSFW, and be sure to use that code SurvivorNSFW to get a 2-year plan with a huge discount plus 1 additional month for free. NordVPN.com/SurvivorNSFW, and that code is SurvivorNSFW. Welcome back to Reality NSFW and our coverage of the challenge. We're on episode 6 tonight, and last week was so much fun. We had to bring Ashley back. I was hoping we wouldn't need to talk to her soon, but she's back, and we're stoked to have her. You've also got myself, Jonny Fairplay, and Marie's been popping in and out of the video feed. She should be joining us soon. Ashley, how are you doing this week?
Yeah, Marie, we wanted you back for the to talk about TJ's final. That's it. That's.
I know. When you said that, I knew what the results were going to be. So in the back of my head, I was rolling my eyes. I'm like, yeah, believe me, baby, you're going to see me before the fucking final, sadly.
Oh, no. Well, it was quite an episode to discuss. Real quick, I have to address the elephant in the room. Wait, is Jonny wearing a shirt that you can't order from his website? Actually, you can order this t-shirt from my website. Go to JonnyFairplay.com. That's right. No H in Jonny, JonnyFairplay.com. Get this t-shirt that says, I'm not a double agent. Nope, I'm lying. There you go. So that is available at JonnyFairplay.com. And don't forget, with every t-shirt purchase, you get a phone call from me, Jonny Fairplay, thanking you for your purchase.
And hey, No Hype Network, I have to give you credit. That is a classic Jonny Fairplay move. That's how you get your comment read on the show. Just shamelessly plug his products. Well done.
Exactly. I skipped every comment last week that Ashley was on. You know what? I do have. I did get a private message, and do not try this in the future because it won't work. But I felt like this might be a good question that I didn't understand, so I figured I'd ask. Ashley, after being on a team with Corey this season, how well do you think you guys would have done on a battle of the seasons with you, Corey, Jenna, and either Tom or Jay?
I think we would do really good. I mean, even if it was just me, Jenna, and Corey. I saw a fan made one of those fan cams where they're putting a bunch of pictures and videos of, mine and my first season where me and Jenna are jumping off a boat together because we won like something where we got to go out for the day. Me and Corey and Jenna, and we have such like so much history together. I think it would just be like light work. I don't know, and we all get along pretty well. You know what I mean? I really like Jenna, and I love Corey, obviously. So I think we'd be a team to watch out for.
Yeah, and you're not
the only person on that team with the brain. And but all the other teams would be working. All the other teams would be working with 3 or 4 brains, and then we would be working with just one, mine. But I think I could still probably beat 3 or 4 of those people put together when it comes to the brain part.
So you're not choosing Jay. Still a little bit of bad blood.
No. I like Jay. I would probably choose Thomas just because I've done a season with him, Rivals 3, and he's actually a pretty good competitor. He doesn't quit, and that's what I look for. And Jay was someone who quit. He didn't want to eat the food. So, I mean, and not that, I don't know, not that he shouldn't get another chance. I don't know. That's none of my business. Y'all can think that. Y'all can say that. But
Fair enough. I think Marie's working on her. Different Jay. Gotcha. Sorry.
Yeah, Marie just texts. She unplugged her Wi-Fi on accident, and she'll be back in just a moment. She has a whole story to tell. So, but no, actually, I did want to say, if you're talking about how you're bringing the intelligence. I didn't think basic math would be a difficult challenge, and thank you for being the only person who really seemed capable of that.
Anissa finally got it.
It was much hard. It was much harder than it seemed because all the numbers had to add up to 38. You know what I mean? Even though we had some of them that were stagnant, the other ones could all be moved around. But it wasn't just this way and this way. It like also had to be diagonal.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, when we did it, like even production was like, "How did you do that?" Like honestly, this is like the second or third puzzle that I've completed that production has literally been like, how do you freaking do that? It's like my brain just switches off and I'm just like Rain Man or something. I'm like, especially if it's numbers. If it's numbers, just no one can beat me with that because that was always my thing. I was in calculus by the time I was a sophomore in high school. You know what I mean? So I was taking college courses my junior year. So
yeah, we were saying last week. Yeah, we were saying last week you're the face of the challenge that MTV won't accept. They need to. I think mental game was really on display this week. I thought you made an amazing pitch at the deliberation to try to save yourself.
Yeah.
You were crushing it this week. I'm very bummed by the results, but I wish we would have seen how complicated that puzzle was that you're saying. Like I was thinking like just add up to 38 like 5 times. That can't be that hard, but that's a whole nother level.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different numbers. So every one of the hexagons had a different number on it. And so it's hard to get those just in the right order going up and down, let alone sideways and diagonal. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, they were like, did you even know it was supposed to be diagonal? And I'm like, yeah, I mean, I read the rules.
I read the rules. Yeah, that helps.
I mean, but that's fucked over people before. Corey and Camilla on the final of Invasion, they put all their puzzle pieces on one pole when it was supposed to be on this pole over here. And you had to like move them from like here to a certain place, and they just went the wrong way. And they had to start that puzzle over, like pretty much do it from the beginning and move all the pieces to the other side.
Wow.
So the rules are important. And when you're exhausted, you're running usually to the board. You're running up, and you're like, and you see like you're reading quick. You're really not processing. It's hard to really process everything. You really have to calm your heart, your brain, your everything. Your breathing. You got to, and then read the rules.
Yeah. All right. Well, starting at the beginning of the episode, this is by far my favorite previously on the challenge ever, with Big T hanging and painfully saying previously on the challenge. How adorable is this? Now, I'm guessing that this wasn't done during the actual challenge that they had her say this. I'm guessing, or was it?
No. Yeah, no. So pretty all the girls go down first, okay?
Yeah.
And so they do the previously on. Sometimes, like on off days, we'll just do them around the house, or sometimes right before the challenge, or they'll just do it when they think it would be a good time to do it. So all the girls, we all had to get down there, and we were standing on that ledge, remember? So they get all of our game faces anyways. So before each game starts, you get ready, and then TJ will be like, ready, set, go, and we all like do a fake takeoff. And that's really the only thing about this show that we ever do more than once. It's just the beginning of each challenge, because what we do is they get ready and they go down the line, and they get so they have everyone's face reaction, the mean face. So they were already doing that with all the girls hanging off the ledge looking up, you know what I mean? So they just made her do the previously on, because obviously she looked adorable, and so that's how that works.
Yeah, I would be like, fuck you. Like, I just want this over with as soon as possible. This isn't like adding seconds to this, even before I fucking drop. I don't appreciate, I don't like, I don't want.
Well, I was just talking to Nelson. So I just went to the gym with Nelson right before. Like, I literally slapped makeup on my face to do this podcast with y'all. But I was just telling him, because he wasn't there for that. And I was like, my dumbass, I did such a rookie move. I went ahead and got, suited up in the harness real quick, because I can do it myself pretty much now. And I can suit up and have him check me. I was the first one ready. So that means I was the first one down there. I'm like, you idiot. You've done this for 7 seasons. You fucking know better. And I'm just sitting up there, and I was just praying. I'm like, oh my God, okay, it's fine. Everyone's coming. And everyone takes their GB time,
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just sitting there, I'm like,
in addition to strategy, you also have just divas.
Yeah, it's smart, honestly, because just hanging up there, you're stressed, your heart's racing. So that actually takes energy out of you to be that nervous for that long.
Wow.
So also, I was the first one to drop too. So I was hanging there by myself, and every girl that dropped, the whole thing would bounce up and down. So it's like each girl that dropped, you're like, fuck. Because like the harness has the buckle like right here. So that's how you stay in.
Big fan.
I get paranoid, Pam. So I'm like trying to pull that down, like making sure all my straps are still on. I'm like, I was hanging there for so long. I'm like, please be strapped in. Please be strapped in. You know what I mean?
Never have I been more excited about Ashley in a strap on. Not how I saw the podcast beginning, but no complaints. I
right back to it, folks.
Thank you. So the episode begins. We learn that Teresa has made new friends, and why is that a bad thing? Like, I understand you go into the game with your previous friends, previous alliances. That I understand. However, is it that bad to make new friends while you're there?
No, Johnny, because this is not fucking Survivor, okay? It wasn't that she's making new friends, it's that she's lying to her actual friends and her old alliances. See, unlike Survivor, we usually play this game more than once, but I think Teresa knew she wasn't going to come back. You know what I mean? So she's playing this like a Survivor player. But, like, a lot of the people this season are not playing the way challengers play. Like, you don't go fucking over your friends. Like, Bessie is playing like a Big Brother player. Jay is playing like a Survivor player. They're fucking over their friends. And guess what? Now you did not win this season. And next season, you got a bunch of fucking people mad at you again. You know what I mean? So sometimes it's a very careful game you have to play. When you fuck someone over, it better be for $1 million fucking dollars. You know what I mean? Because
Survivor, you don't fuck. I mean, Survivor, they bring people back, not as much as the challenge, not even close, but they do bring people back, and you can be on there with your friends. I mean, like the season 40, the rumor and innuendo was it was supposed to be legends and not winners. And so when it was legends, like I'm hearing all the people that potentially got the phone call, and it's just like, okay. And I'm just like, oh, okay. so once I heard what was potentially going to be the final roster, I was happy. And people were just like, were you happy because it was most of your friends? I'm like, no, it was enough of my friends, but I'm not trying to send home my friends. There are plenty of motherfuckers that I hate on the planet. And there are plenty of motherfuckers, especially that play Survivor. I want to send those home. Those are not my friends. But my friends, like the difference between Boston Rob and me, I would say Boston Rob is a better player because he doesn't have any problem with getting rid of his friends. Like that means nothing to him. I think it makes him a shitty fucking human being. It makes him a great Survivor player, but a shitty human being. So if you're talking about like what the antithesis or the epitome of Survivor is, it's Boston Rob. And yes, that's a person that will fuck over his friends because he's a shit person. But I don't think that's reflective of all survivors. I think I'm the biggest bad guy of all time, and I didn't do that.
I think that's what's like different about nowadays because people really will fuck over the friends. And you know, I've been lucky enough to find 2 alliances that were just super loyal to each other. We kind of, some of the times we didn't really need each other. You know, we were competing against some of the best people, but once you have that, it feels so good. It feels so secure, and you can come into other seasons with it. And I haven't had that in 2 seasons. And believe me, that feeling of being secure with your friends, hanging out every day, to being the loner, everyone's whispering, we have to get her out. That mind fuck is so stressful. You're like, because in that house, the hallway, I can hear Teresa going around politicking about me all day fucking long, saying we have to get her out. She was right behind me. They went and got lost, they would have won, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, GD. And so all morning long, okay, let's not forget I have to go to elimination that night. And being this fucking paranoid and stressed will take it out of you, honey. I'm pacing around the house right behind her. She's going from person to person. I'm pretty much like going like right behind her, like, well, let me tell you my part real quick. You know what I mean? So I'm like, fuck, you know, like she's going into one room, I'm following right behind her. I'm like, oh, well, anyway, what have you guys heard? You know, and they're like, well, we haven't heard anything. I'm like, okay, they're lying straight to my face. You know, you can tell. You're like, shit. So yeah, I miss having loyal alliances. I mean, because some of the things like Jay did. Okay, so the thing about Jay that is weird as fuck, dude, and that's why Corey went off on him in the crater, was that we were walking into the crater, so like nothing was going to change, like, you know what I mean, like it was done. And Jay looked right at Corey and lied to him, and it could have been a boy's day, and that's supposed to be his friend, and lied to him and said we were safe. Looked Corey right in the face and said that. And that's just to be
well, maybe he meant. Well, no, I guess I was about to say if he found out it was a men's elimination, but you have to pick the people beforehand. I would say he could honestly say Corey was safe in that, like if you picked your people and then you found, or if you knew it was men's or women's, and then and you have Corey, it's just like, all right, I'll give you Michi, you're safe.
But he did it.
but that's not how it works. You have to determine the teams and then you call. Yeah.
I don't understand what the strategic advantage would be for Jay to lie to Corey like that. You guys are arguing in. There's no point to lie right there.
Yeah.
I know. That's weird. I mean, I understand in front of the whole house and everything like that. But if that's your fucking boy and we're literally walking in, like, we have to do that walk twice too, like to walk in. So
and nothing changes.
Nothing, no, and like we're not even really allowed to talk or anything. So, it wouldn't have been able to get around. It was literally walking in a secret thing right before we walked out from the bus, because we're on hard ice on the way there, which means you're not allowed to fucking talk at all.
Yeah.
So, it's weird that he did that. Like, why would you do that? Especially on that week, because that was the week, I think, this far, besides the first week, that we weren't sure if it was going to be girls or boys, because we just had a girls week last week. So even though there was more boys or girls skulls to give out, and that made a little bit more sense, it was probably 60-40%, because they could have easily had another boys week. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then just do back to back on the next. Yeah, they could have done back to back. So no, it's like
or whatever, anytime.
Yeah. So
on boys and girls weeks with TJ's strange words at the end of the episode, but we'll get to that later.
Hey, Marie, we know you. Now her microphone's.
Oh my God.
I made it.
Okay, she's back.
I made it. So,
Ladies and gentlemen, Marie Roda.
guys, I made the mistake earlier. I was telling Zach I bit off more than I can chew. I had an edible and I forgot that what it's like to eat an edible, and I've been lost for like the last hour. So
Here you are.
You know we were saying that on air.
yeah.
Hey, real quick, Maria, very cool Insta story or post yesterday. Very, very courageous of you, and kudos and good luck finding that rehab boyfriend. I hope he calls you.
So do I.
Yes, that was
Wow.
really cool.
You know what? Honestly, I thought to myself, maybe I should prepare for this. And then again, I ate the edible. So now I'm like all kinds of anxious. No, honestly, I feel like I didn't really get my story across the way that I should have. I could have probably worked a little bit harder on it if I was going to be very, very, very serious about it. But that being said, the whole point is just like, if you're not feeling well, to find out why.
Yeah. Pretty awesome. I'm glad. As I said, I thought it was courageous of you. I thought it was pretty cool. So let's get back to using the F word and everything that's fun about the podcast.
Thanks, guys.
All right. So we were
real quick, since Johnny, you set that up. For anyone who doesn't know what they're talking about, check out Marie's Instagram. She posted a video explaining some of the stuff that she's been through recently that is very heartfelt and I think contains a lot of really good advice that she's downplaying. So
there you go. Agreed. All right. So we're up to the part, Marie, that Leo is triggered by waking up with a bunch of people around him, thinking back to his group home upbringing. He also sees the mountains, which reminds him of home, which makes him think about his wife and an unborn child. A lot going on. Leo's out. He peace outs Gabby, and it's just like, I got this. This ain't for me. What's going through your guys' heads, Marie? You know, you're watching this. You know, like I think you were pretty impressed with what Leo had brought to the table thus far.
Oh yeah, definitely. Sorry. I had something to say and I totally forgot what it was.
Nailed it. Leo, you were impressed. And then he leaves.
Honestly, people aren't used to living that type of life, like in that type of setting where it's like 24 hours, cameras everywhere and all that stuff. So if you film like sometimes here and there, like I think that the WWE does.
Yeah.
It's not the same experience. It's like a whole different scenario. So
yeah, there's nothing real. There's nothing real about WWE. This is real.
They think that people that are on like TV, like she stands for radically and stuff, like, you know, they film a few hours a day.
Yeah.
They think, well, I've been on TV, it's fine, it's easy. But doing it 24/7, like she said, is a whole different animal, and it will fuck you up mentally. Like, it can, at least.
Well, like WWE, they're getting to the building at noon and they're leaving at midnight, and they're just like, well, fuck, I filmed for 12 hours. I get it. It's just like, yeah, but the camera wasn't following you for 11 and a half of those.
Yeah. Also, I feel like I got emotional with the whole like Gabby and Leo thing. Like, I feel like what was that? Gabby like really made me like feel for that situation. Whatever that, I feel like I didn't really know that situation was as much as that situation was. Did you guys know they were like that tight?
Yeah, I mean, I feel that.
Well, yeah, because a lot of the rookie girls were very emotional this season. Like anytime they had to vote people in, they'd start like crying, and there was a lot of crying. So, and then Leo was being really like, you know, he was pretty negative too because he was missing home and stuff. So, you know, and that's who I was honestly hanging out with a lot. I really do love Leo. Like, he's so freaking cool as a person. But, like, being around all of these people all the time, I'm like, do you not watch the challenge? Like, if you want to stay for a long time, honey, it's going to get much harder to fucking do these votes. Like, what do you mean you don't want to vote two people or someone twice in a row? Like, that's the name of the game. Once you vote somebody, you keep saying their name till they get home.
Yeah, don't make new enemies. Keep the enemy you got.
No, I thought Leo's story was really moving, though. Like, mental health is a cause that's near and dear to my heart, and I thought the show handled it really well. This could have gone a number of different ways. TJ hates quitters, famously. Like, I didn't really know how this was going to go, and I didn't watch the episode last night live. I watched it today. There was some other stuff going on in America yesterday. I was checking out instead, and I had seen a People magazine article with Leo talking about, he got his WWE career, which is what he thought he always wanted, and that didn't make him happy. And then he got on reality TV, and he thought that's what he always wanted, and it didn't make him happy. And just kind of figuring out where his own mindset was, where his PTSD and depression were, and making some safe decisions for himself.
Yeah.
And that's awesome. I am super glad that he made that decision for himself, and I'm super glad that TJ and MTV portrayed it the way they did. It was really understanding. I know TJ has like a relationship with Dave Mira, who went through some similar issues and ultimately died by suicide a while ago. And I think it was a great move by MTV.
Yeah, I always like to say, I'm always like
a lot of good things this season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like I always say that, like, forget it. God damn it, I did it again. Oh, sorry, guys. I was going to say something about the pursuit of happiness. It was like a serious moment. Yeah.
It'll come when it comes.
I think it was good. He was really struggling in the house. So when he said that he was gonna, leave, and he like read a letter to all of us and everything, they didn't show that was really beautiful. And he's a really, they also didn't show me and him got into like a little argument on the first episode. And then afterwards we kind of talked and we became like close because of that argument. So actually, he was like probably one of the rookies I was the closest to in the house. Oh. I liked him a lot. Yeah, except for the rookie guys, he is definitely the rookie guy I was the closest to. But
didn't everyone just reshare his new song? I feel like I saw a lot of his song being. Listen, how much of a challenger is light when you see people share their shit. So
yeah, it was him.
Do you think he'll come back, or do you think he'll be asked back?
Yo, I'm just reading these comments. It's hilarious.
What?
Sorry.
Yeah.
They're calling me out in those fucking comments. They're calling me out in the comments.
I'll grab some here and there. So do you think that Leo will come back, and do you think he'll be asked back?
No. Do you think he'll be asked back? No. Because when something happens like that, your insurance goes up because each of us have to have an insurance policy. So if you get in fights or if you something like that, something that's, to do with your mental health, I think they usually try to pull away from, if it's not good for you, then they don't want to do it. You know what I mean? And I don't blame them for that.
JT is under the rumor and innuendo that Leo left because he didn't want to relapse because he was around alcohol in the house. And TJ understood the struggle. Was there an issue with alcohol?
Who is this guy? Who's this guy commenting? Does he know him personally? JT, do you know TJ personally? Because I don't.
No. I don't know. I've heard that rumor. I've heard that rumor circulating around, but I would never comment on it because I have no fucking idea. So
okay. I mean, he didn't mention in the house that there was an issue with the alcohol being there.
No. So he did this little rap, which talked about like his mom and then like some of the struggles he's had in his life. So he read us a letter and then he also did like this rap, and it was actually really good. Like we were all fucking in tears, dude. And but I think you might have mentioned something there, but it did not correlate to him leaving. That wasn't like, but it definitely was in the rap. Yeah.
That's so cool. I wish we could have seen that. That's an awesome moment.
Maybe it's a bonus scene on MTV.com.
Ooh, teaser.
Or maybe not.
Also, just more fake news. We have no idea. We're just saying.
Yeah. I just say stuff, and you guys just say in the comments that I'm wrong. So it's cool. And then we find out the next week that I was pretty right. With knowing nothing. So, okay. Next we have, it's time for the challenge. It's mission Smuggle Run, and Devin, being the rogue agent, gets Gabby. So Gabby wins life's lottery of having Devin as their double.
Wait, hold the
Get
fuck
'em.
up. You're gonna skip over my deliberation fucking speech? What?
No, we're not there, Ash. We will never, ever forget that speech. Okay? I don't think anyone who ever watches this show will forget that speech.
No, we're going to the Bailey challenge, not the elimination.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you have plenty. I'm reading the word Ashley like 18 times before the end of my notes. You are set. I promise.
Can I just say something really quickly because
That was a good speech. But believe me, Marie, you already know how I do my speeches. I be fucking planning them.
Ashley, we're not even there yet. I wish I had the book that I wrote things.
Sorry.
Here's my note.
Go ahead, Johnny. Sorry, I get excited. Sorry.
Oh well, no. I mean, it's Mission Smuggle Run, and we learned right out of the gate that Ashley, you're used to carrying big things. What's up? Thank you. More to come. Literally.
You know what? Me and Corey.
She just got it.
Me and Corey during the final did an invasion, carried something like this before, where we had to pick up these buckets with it, bloody-da-da. So, like, honestly, me and Corey doing that was such light work. Like, we were switching shoulders and not even telling each other by, like, mile, like, 1. Because, like, I could just see him move. I'm like, you don't even have to do the 3, 2, 1. And I've taught him, like, kind of how to be a little bit of a I've taught him to be a little bit of a cheerleader. Because, you know, on Rivals 3, when we were partners, we won that one that I got injured on. We had to jump at the same time and grab the bar. And I taught him, I'm like, 3, 2, 1, go. You know, like I taught him like pretty much a cheerleader count. And so we killed that one. And then he put me on his shoulders, everything, carrying the thing. It was just like so normal. We work really well together. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I was not, when they said it was mini final, I was like, yes, me and Corey have.
Can I just say something?
We've run a final before. So, like, let's go.
Can I just say something? That entire like scene or that challenge, or whatever, Ashley, when I tell you, like when I was watching the TV, I almost felt proud because I was like, she has done it. She has become like a big name in the challenge. And, you know, like you're such a great player and like you're motivating and you work well with people, even under pressure. Like you don't get the credit that you deserve. And like this whole challenge, I think showed a lot to like who you are as a competitor, you know, even like walking through that shit and being like, I'm good, like getting Corey to go. So I just want to say that because like you light up the screen and the show, obviously, like
Marie.
It's going to be different without you. It's unfortunate.
I mean so much to me that so much to me that you said that. But girl, I'm telling you, after that, because I told y'all last time, I've been partying in Iceland non-fucking stop. I'm talking drinking No, I'm not joking. I was drinking. I was going on dates. I was living, going on tours, barely sleeping. So I got back into the house. These people have been working out. And when I finished that as well as I did, I literally, girl, you already know, I started like crying. And like, Corey's like, we lost. And I'm like, I know, but I really didn't think I was going to be able to finish this fucking thing. And I just came like pretty much, if you wouldn't have got lost, Corey, I would have came in first place. So like, I was really proud of myself because I get down on myself, like, can I even do this anymore? Am I just, like, shitty now? You know? And so when I did that so well, I was like, dude, like, I was, like, fist bumping myself, like, good job, dude. Like, I was literally crying.
How many minutes off course did Corey take you before you corrected course?
Maybe 2 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes. So then we came back 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, so about 6 minutes is a difference.
Rookie mistake.
I would say less than 6. I would say probably closer to 5. I'd say.
Okay, but still, that's the difference between first and second, easily.
Well, I was going to ask, was it that?
I mean, we were 20 seconds.
20 seconds, you said?
Yeah.
We were 20 seconds behind.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Here, real quick, before
and honestly, like.
Okay. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Okay, before I forget this, but before this comment goes away, Ashley, would you have worked with Teresa in an alliance? You girls could have had that final on lock together if you had worked together. Was that a possibility?
First of all, we went. Okay, well, honestly, the very first week I was there, when we were at our little nightclub, me and Teresa had the longest talk about just real life and how people are going to be coming after us, and we need to work together. So one of the reasons they don't show it, they made me look a little bit, but at the end, after a while, I was like, well, who cares if Teresa and Jay win? They're our friends. I thought Jay and Corey were they hang out in LA, go to dinner together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I thought they were friends. And then I had that conversation with Teresa, so I wasn't that stressed about it. I mean, I could have ran probably faster and longer than we did, and I'm pissed about it because I was kind of you know what? I don't mind for them to win this, because we're going to still be safe. And so I'm fuck, what if I could have ran a little bit longer, a little bit faster, a little bit harder? But what can you do?
Yeah.
Learn.
Yeah,
I learned.
Yeah, so I think that Teresa made the comeback mistake, right? So she's one of those people as a vet, you disappear for a couple of years and then you come back. And when you come back, you're essentially a rookie again, right? But you still have the relationships with these older girls. But at the end of the day, the older girls have known each other. So there's going to be a pecking order as to their top person, right? So you have a better chance in going towards the rookie girl and making that, you know what I'm saying? Blah, 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 blah. Yada, yada, yada.
No, this is the mistake I think she made. So nowadays, this has turned into a numbers game, right? And right now, the rookies have the fucking numbers. So instead of when there's numbers and you are not in that fucking number tight as fuck, you know what I mean? Teresa was obviously playing both sides. Everyone knew that. Everyone was talking about it. So she knew that. So, and Marie, you know this too, because when we did it on Final Reckoning, until you break up those numbers, they're going to keep running you. So I was pretty much with nobody. I was by myself.
And
she should have picked me up as her fucking hey, listen, you can be my number 2. I don't have anybody. You don't have anybody.
No, Ashley, you're too good of a player. And everyone that said that you said that there was burn votes that didn't go right, everyone knew what they were doing. That's not the case. And I think that I'm a stoner. That's what I think, because I just fucking forgot.
Well, not only is Teresa doing all that, but she's also partnered with Jay, who's a really schemy Survivor player. So you're seeing her not behave like a traditional challenge vet.
Jay fucked up his game for Teresa, and what a fucking idiot, because now Corey's mad at him. Now, Leroy's mad at him. Cam's mad at him. Now you got everyone fucking mad at you, and you didn't even get nothing out of it. The only person who did was Teresa. Is Jay afraid I'm going to beat him in a final? Obviously, he might fucking be, because he's we need to get Ashley out. I feel it's fucking crazy. I've got grown-ass fucking men afraid to compete with me when I don't even work out. I'm literally in the house drinking wine, smoking cigarettes, living my best life. These people, all they do is work out, and they're afraid to fucking go against me. I mean, it's
brain over brawn.
Grow some fucking balls.
Yeah, I don't understand them. I understand you guys are partners, right? So Teresa's here, I've decided I'm working with the rookies. Great. So you have the rookies, and Jay's I have Team Survivor, Team Big Brother, which the rest of the survivors left. So I have Team Big Brother. Who's left? Go outside of that, and that's your target. So you're not Survivor, you're not Big Brother, but that's okay. You're with the Big Brother. You're protected. It could have been, as you guys said, 40% chance, 60% female, 50%, 40% male of what the creator is going to be. Don't roll the dice on that. So if he's got Big Brother, she's got rookies. There's other people left.
Johnny, here's the thing, and this is why it becomes a Survivor again, because the votes are fucking secret. I'm telling you, I don't think CT or Big T would have looked me in my face and said my fucking name. I don't think they would have, but I think there have been a few other people too. And I think some of the people that burned their votes wouldn't have looked me in my face and burned votes. You know what I mean? Because they're my friend. Well, they're your friends, but there's always this underlying, want to have, a win, a title, what I have. You know what I mean?
I
So
can't believe CT voted. Like I could have seen CT lying to Big T and not voting for you, because like if I'm CT, like politically, socially, Big T's great to run TJ's final. I'd rather have an Ashley Millionaire Mitchell.
Yeah, who wouldn't? Hello.
Yeah, but I do think CT is playing a pretty good strategic spot with that. Like, if he knows all these other vets are going to burn votes, CT's consistently the one vet who's not burning votes.
He ain't burning votes.
He's voting what he fucking is doing. Like, because if Leroy burns a vote, he's essentially voting Ashley. Why not just fucking vote Ashley? And then now everyone is annoyed at you, Leroy.
Yeah.
But CT, he's making enemies, but he's also making friends along the way because he is voting the way he's saying, and he's not being duplicitous about it. That's CT's game.
Yeah. Okay.
CT always mixes well with the rookies. That's one thing he's good at,
But he still should. He still should have. He still should have voted someone other than
yeah, I agree.
Because if I'm CT, I want Ashley for the final.
I've always had his back. Yeah, I mean, I've been a final with him. We both won that final, and also I've always had his back, and he's fucked me over a couple times now. So I'm almost getting just as mad at him as I was West last season, because it's like, bro, on 34 he stabbed me. Like, he didn't vote for me on 34, but he didn't vote the way he was supposed to, which made everyone else not do that in our alliance. So I ended up getting voted in, and it's like, okay, like, he is not as good as a friend as I think he is, I suppose. Or, he's got a family and kids, and he's playing the game. Some people don't play the game like me, and maybe that's why I don't win as much as I should, because I'm not going to, like, on fucking season 34, I could put CT against Rogan, and one of them would have gone home. Would that have been fucking good? Yeah, I was in the tribunal for that, but I didn't do that because I wouldn't do that to my friend. Like we were talking about last time I was here, like when Fessy put himself down for nothing. If Marie's ass was down there, I would never be like, yeah, I want to go against Marie. Fuck no, because that's my girl. I want her in the house with me until the fucking end, because that house can get real fucking miserable when you're in there with people you don't like.
Yeah. Well, listen. The thing is, it's more so like there's always gonna be a war eventually, right? Like, don't be the leader of it. Like, like you don't have to lead the charge on this. Like, you're in a good spot. You're friends with the rookies and the vets. Like, you can wait a little bit longer before you do this.
Yeah. It's not, yeah.
And especially
there's more time.
Yeah, but I mean, also maybe not. So, like, I don't know. There's like, to play devil's advocate, there's like two things, and Ashley is a great competitor. Like what you guys are saying in the end, I don't even know. I guess we're not up to that. Let's keep going.
Yeah. Well, getting back to the smuggle run, I thought this seemed set up for Nam and Lolo to kill, and nope. Not so much.
That conversation in the room with Big T, that was so fucking long. Almost everyone in the house was part of that conversation. I couldn't even change my clothes in my room because they were in there for probably like 2 fucking hours. I was literally just talking about this. I'm like, dude, it was so annoying. And they were just like, they don't drink, both of them, like very much at all, if any. But it was like a drunk conversation. It was just going in circles and circles, and they're saying the same fucking thing. You're like, oh my God, just fucking walk away. Y'all ain't not gonna work together. I was like, fuck, it was so crazy.
I think all they needed to do was carry the fucking log on the same shoulder.
Yeah.
He had it on the right shoulder. Lolo had it on the left, and he's bashing her in the head every time he moves.
Yeah.
I think that was one thing, but also the way he was carrying it, he kind of was fucking Lolo over, to be honest with you. But like during mine and Corey's, with me and Corey, sometimes I would switch shoulders without telling him because my arms get hard.
Yeah.
I'm not working with much. So I would, and he wouldn't even really notice because I would just do it so lightly. And also, Lolo was in the front, which was dumb. The taller person should definitely be in the front. And so like if we were going downhill, he had most of the weight instead of me and things like that. But we know little things like this because we've worked together before. So we know how exactly we test it out a little bit before we get started and kind of, well, they don't let us actually, but we kind of pretend and we kind of pick it up and then they yell at us and say we're not allowed to pick it up. So we know how. They're like, you're not allowed to do that. We're like, oh really? What? Huh? Oh, sorry. Like we haven't done fucking 7 seasons and we get yelled for the same shit every time. We're like, oh my bad, I didn't know.
I randomly, I think, became a Lolo Jones fan tonight. I don't know. And you know what happened? If you want to know what happened when I became a Lolo Jones fan, is when Teresa was actually speaking about her, about how like she doesn't want to like start with Lolo because Lolo will like fucking snap. And I'm like, wow, like maybe I'm like fucking Lolo Jones, you know?
Yeah.
Like clearly not nearly as athletic, but.
Hold on, Marie, have you not watched Celebrity Big Brother?
No, should I?
Yeah, she's crazy. She's great. She's really good TV.
And she's crazy.
Yeah, she's crazy as fuck.
Don't worry, we all are if you're listening. It's okay. It's okay to be crazy.
Yeah, if you don't think you're crazy, you're crazy.
You're crazy.
I mean, that's how she makes for great fucking TV, bro. You have to. I always say from the very first season of the challenge, I said, I mean, we all have to be a little bit crazy. We are on reality TV, right? You know, that was like one of my first like quotes that I ever said was like, I mean, we're all a little bit crazy. We are like on reality TV. I mean, come on.
Ashley, crazy loves company.
Crazy loves company. That's how me and Marie get on so well.
Well, right. You were shipping Lolo and Nam. I think that's out the window.
Yeah.
I feel like Nam is like, he's one of those guys that, have you guys watched the other seasons? He kind of reminds me of Frank Sweeney in Battle of the Seasons when he's like kind of a bully in a way. Like he's very, very competitive, and then he's kind of like shitting on her. And that's fucking Lolo Jones. So like you're Lolo Jones, you're on this TV show, you have this guy fucking shitting on you, you know, knowing that you're not doing well. I would freak the fuck out too.
Well, yeah, I get that. He's really nice, like in the similar way, and then he comes across as a passive aggressive dick when they're.
I don't think he means it, but
yeah. But real quick, when Lolo,
that's pretty nice.
Yeah, when Lola refers to Nam as stubborn and selfish, I'm sitting there going, pot, meat kettle, kettle, meat pot.
True.
They are very.
Isn't that just a world of hypocrites? We all are.
Yeah. Next in the challenge, during the smuggle run, we learned that Ashley loves nerdy number games.
Ashley, here she comes again.
Yeah, Ashley, do you know this one? Grab your phone. Do you have your phone near you? This one's okay. Well, if you did, this app, this game, it's an app. It's called Text Message. And just type in 434 8. All right. Well, I'll
my dumb ass is sitting here like text message. Like, what kind of app is that?
Really fun game. There's pictures.
I'm like, I don't think I downloaded that one yet. What is that?
Yeah, you'll love it.
Everyone keeps asking, but all the people keep asking me like, what games are you using? What games? But there's not like a certain one because I get bored with things easily. The reason I move to a different city every freaking 4 months. But I just literally just find ones that it suggests and play just whatever I can. A bunch of puzzles. Actually, before this season, I sent Cam and Leroy because remember we all went out like on a tanagram puzzle type of game. So I sent them tanagram games for us to app. I sent it to both of them for us to play. So we were like, what level are you on? Are you doing medium or hard? And so it's just, little games like that. Plus, I just love Sudoku since I was a little kid. Like I said, I did calculus when I was young. So I love numbers. But I mean, to be honest with you, actual puzzles like tanagrams, my history hasn't been great with that shit, to be honest with you. I'm better at numbers or something, I don't know. I don't know. Not tanagrams.
So you came back
a lot, so I think I would kill the tanagram.
You came back and you showed them right away why you were a threat, Ashley. So I think you made it a very, very easy decision for them. But also, you showed up, man. Like knowing, the whole episode, it was just the puzzle part too. I was so, that that's what you're known for. Like you're just trucking it through this thing. What's happening?
I know, but you know,
What happened just
Nelson
now?
told me he was.
Are we here? I'm
You're
so
here.
confused.
You're here.
Yeah.
I bet that like
Yeah,
happens.
like,
Like you had to do that during my thing. It totally like threw me off.
I love Marie's wine buzz battling her edible buzz. So it's the next season.
I'm trying to even out over here.
Yeah, the challenge: edibles versus wine.
Hey, winos versus stoners would be a fun season. Let's do it.
Well, most of us that are winos are also stoners, so then we'd be playing for both teams.
Yeah.
Well, then you could be like
We all have highly addictive personalities.
you could be like Teresa. You're playing both sides. So there you go. So did you expect you and Jay, or you and Corey and Jay and Teresa to be the top two teams? If you had to like when you guys lined up and TJ goes go, were you like, this is probably my competition?
Well, no, I honestly, like I said, I've been partying pretty freaking hard in Iceland, so I was not planning on competing very well at all. Like I said, after we came in second, and almost we could have fucking won. If we wouldn't have got lost, we would have definitely won. And if I would have really wanted to win, I think I could have picked up the pace. Not sure I would have won, but it would have been a neck and neck fucking race. I know that for a fact. But
Ash,
what was the question? What was it?
I have to ask this.
Who do you think that
Teresa?
did you expect you and Corey and Jay and Teresa to be the top two?
No, I didn't expect. I mean, as soon as I saw Teresa in the fucking hotel, I messaged like everyone, like Cam and Nani. I was like, she looks fucking fit AF. Like I saw her like leg definition, and I was like, who is this girl? And I didn't know who she was because I don't really watch any of the older seasons. So I was like, but then I was with Nani, and then Nani was like, oh, that's Teresa. And I'm like, oh, shit.
And we lost Marie for a moment again. Maybe another internet issue, but she'll probably be back.
Yeah, she'll be back. All right. So next, real quick, you guys going through the water as part of the challenge. Was that the worst part? I mean, because you guys are in Iceland.
Freezing.
Yeah. Like I ran a 5K.
It was freezing cold. Okay, before.
Yeah, I ran a 5K in July, and it was like the first. Or no, sorry, a 10K. It was like the first race after COVID. Like it's just like, yay, we're leaving at timed intervals, so we're not, near each other or whatever. Very safely done. And I just got some new shoes just for the race, and I'm like, oh, but it had rained, like downpoured for like a day straight the day before, and I was just like, how's the course? And they're like, dude, it's perfect, except there's one spot that the rivers rose up, so you're gonna have to run through a little bit of water, and then there's some mud. And I'm just like, no, like I got new shoes. I ain't fucking up my shoes. I ain't getting my fucking socks wet. It's the fucking worst. So, and I'm sitting there watching, and it ended up like I did the like pebble to pebble to pebble, and actually I won that race. I think I just wanted to get past the water quickly enough. So, but I'm sitting there watching. I'm just like, that fucking water. Like I hate water as a runner, anyways. As I said, long distance. I mean, 5 miles or whatever. But still, wet fucking socks sucks. But you're in fucking Iceland, wet, cold ass socks, the worst, right?
Well, I definitely wasn't up to my socks. At some point, they should have showed that more, but I guess they didn't have cameras in there, so they couldn't get good angles. But it was up to it probably up to like almost here. And when I walked into the river, that's why when I walked into the river, you heard me say, slow down, hold on, because the river was literally taking me away. And if our thing touched the water or the ground, then we got extra 5 minutes added to our time. So we cannot let that fall. And I fell into the water. I think that it was like up to my hip, okay? But then I fell into the water up to like here. But I kept the thing held above me. And I was like, hold on, that's why you heard they played like a video clip of it. And I was like, or video soundbite or whatever. I'm like, hold on. And I had like slipped, and like the fucking water was taking me away. And that happened 2 or 3 times. That was a long fucking river. It probably took us 7 or 8 minutes to get across. and the fucking thing was going. And before we started this challenge, it was hailing, like ice on our face. So before a challenge, Marie, how they make you like do the mean face or whatever, and it was literally like hell beating down on our faces. It was crazy.
Wow.
It was freezing. And when I got done, they had like pull my socks off me, like the PAs and stuff, and like all of us, because it was horribly cold. Miserably.
Yeah, it's cold as shit in July. I can't even imagine when you guys were filming. That's awful.
Yeah, but the lighting there looked really great. I'm going to tell you, Ash.
It did not interrupt Marie's buzz, I assure you. All right, so with that, we are Jay and Teresa win. Ashley, you and Corey are second. 20 seconds is the time differential, and on that, let's take a quick break and let's talk the second half of the episode when we come back. Now that the holidays are over, it's all too common to set health goals that never actually stick. New Year's resolutions of the past, we're looking at you. And when it comes to eating better and consuming less sugar, let's be honest, most healthy snacks don't taste very good. They don't fill you up, and they certainly don't satisfy your cravings. This episode is sponsored by Monk Pack, who make snacks that taste like our favorite sugary treats, but with 1 gram of sugar or less.
Monk Pack Keto Granola Bars contain just 1 gram of sugar, 2 grams of net carbs, and they're only 140 calories.
They're great for anyone following a keto lifestyle, but also the perfect snack for anyone who is trying to eat better or cut back on sugar and carbs without sacrificing taste.
Yeah, I am a huge fan of these bars. I start my morning off with one every day. I mean, I can get lazy. I like to set some health goals for myself. That's my big focus in 2021. I'm watching shows like The Challenge, and I want to be a beast like CT. I need these Monk bars to start my day because they give me the energy and the power to push through some tough workouts, and I'm a huge fan.
I think CT could have used the Monk Pack Keto Granola Bars. I mean, they have soft and chewy texture. They come in delicious flavors like coconut cocoa chip, maple pecan, and my favorite, peanut butter.
Ooh, they're so good, and they're perfect for a quick breakfast, a snack between Zoom calls, or a late night treat that you don't have to feel guilty about. In addition to being keto-friendly, the bars are also gluten-free, grain-free, plant-based, and non-GMO, with no soy, trans fats, sugar, alcohols, or artificial colors.
Hey, they taste incredible, and you can't beat the low sugar nutrition or taste that they provide. And by shopping online, you can avoid another trip to the grocery store by getting Monk Pack delivered right to your door.
Try it for yourself and you'll see. And we have a special deal for our listeners. Get 20% off your first purchase of any Monk Pack product by visiting monkpack.com and entering our code SURVIVOR at checkout.
Yeah, and Monk Pack is so confident in their product, it's backed with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. So if you don't like it for any reason, they'll exchange the product or refund your money, whichever you prefer. So to get started, just go to monkpack.com. That's monkpack.com and select any product, and then use promo code SURVIVOR. They love it when we do that at checkout for 20% off your purchase.
Monk Pack, delicious, nutritious foods you can count on, and we thank them for sponsoring Reality NSFW. Listen up, fellas. 2020 sucked. It's the new year, which means new balls with our sponsor, Manscaped. Manscaped is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming, offering precision-engineered tools for your family jewels and helping 2 million men all over the world get rid of the hair on their balls. If you let yourself go in 2020 while in quarantine, well, Manscaped is here for you to reboot and stay clean and shaved in 2021.
2021, I'm showing off my freshly trimmed balls, my freshly trimmed shaft, and of course, my beautiful butthole, thanks to Manscaped.
Manscaped is here to give you a fresh start in 2021 with their Perfect Package 3.0 that has all the right tools for the job. Come out of quarantine with clean balls thanks to the Lawnmower 3.0. This waterproof and skin-safe trimmer will reduce nicks to your 2 best friends. The 3rd generation trimmer even has a light to give you the glow up you need in 2021. It's also time to freshen up down there this new year. The Crop Preserver is an anti-chafing ball deodorant and moisturizer. You already put deodorant on your armpits. Why are you not putting deodorant on the smelliest part of your body? And for on-the-go freshness, you'll love the Crop Preserver Ball Toner Spray. 2020 was awful, so make sure your boys are refreshed and ready for new beginnings in 2021.
Manscaped even threw in their shed travel bag to keep all your goodies stored comfortably. Zach, did you notice we were at Hearts Reality a couple weeks ago? What's there on the bathroom counter? My Manscaped Shed travel bag, of course.
The only way to travel.
The only way. And speaking of comfort, the Manscaped anti-chafing boxer briefs are also included and are hands down the best underwear that you'll ever wear. But when you take them off, clean balls. It's great. A guy with hairy balls is like the year 2020. Don't be that guy.
Get 20% off and free shipping with the code SURVIVOR at manscaped.com. Your balls will thank you.
That's 20% off and free shipping with the promo code SURVIVOR at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. Use promo code SURVIVOR. Happy New Year to your balls.
And we are back. If you don't hear from Ashley or Marie for just a minute, we need longer breaks. So they'll be back in a moment.
I'm working on it. Got a couple more sponsors coming on. Get ready. I hear noise of Marie. So
yeah, Marie approaches. All right. So where we were at in the episode, I think we were about to hit club time, and we got one of my favorite things in challenge history, which I wish Marie was here to talk about this. We get drunk Nani. And drunk Nani is one of my favorite things.
Drunk Nani is a blast. Marie, do you love drunk Nani?
Yo, do I love drunk Nani? Nani is my girl. That's my best friend. Like, first off, she's just like, she's such a, I wrote this down in my notes because I needed to give my girl props. She is such a dab. Like, she's a down ass bitch. You know, she just is. That's my girl. I fucking love her. All the vibes.
Yeah, Nani is my biggest challenge crush of all time. I love her. She's fantastic. And she is the opposite of Tori. I think I was laughing at Tori earlier this season. Whenever Tori's drunk, you can tell because her eyelids just stay wide the entire time. When Nani's drunk, they're like 3/4 of the way closed constantly. It's hilarious.
It's amazing. Amazing.
Yeah, big tell.
All right, so
that's why like she is like another staple of this show. Like she's the one that you can always count on to just keep it fucking real. She has a big heart, you know, like she hasn't won yet. Hopefully like this is her season, but that's it, you know, like you love her. You gotta love her. You're like, yeah.
Keep bringing her back, throw noodles at people, be hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Marie, do you think Jay and Teresa put themselves on everyone's radar by winning that challenge? I mean, we know they put themselves on everyone's radar by the end of the episode, but at come club time, you think more people are like, whoa, you know, I knew Jay was good. I knew Teresa was good. I didn't think they were this good. Or no? I mean, this was a mini final.
I mean, I would recognize that they're both good. I mean, they're both. Yeah, it was, and they did really great together. And she's definitely a threat. But like me and Ashley were saying before, she made a big move that would make sense for her in the short run potentially. But like now she's the target on everyone else's list. It was just kind of silly.
Yeah, I mean, I think this move in 2 weeks is a smart move.
Yeah.
I think it was just. There's so many people.
I also love like when Ashley was going around and trying to ask Teresa like what was going on and stuff, and like Teresa was just like she was on one. Teresa, she's when she has power, I think she feels like real powerful. You know. No one's agreeing with me.
No, I agree. I mean, I just
or disagree. I don't know. Say something.
I haven't had enough to really reflect on it, but the thing I'm trying to figure out, and I'm kind of rolling through my brain right now, is at this point in the game, do you want to get out strong players or do you want to get an easy red skull? I think that's what should be going through the winning team's mind, and I think Teresa should have tried to set herself up to get an easy red skull.
I thought that was the week for that
in the house. Because like there's still layups in the house. If everyone else knocks all the Amber M's and folks out of the house, Teresa's like she's good at endurance. She's clearly very strong in certain things, but if she goes into a headbanger, she's in trouble. So
yeah, I think she's also thinking long term though, because at the end of the day, like she is on a very, very, very good team, and with a very good team or a very good girl out, the other girls in the house, as much as we might love them as personalities and stuff, like just aren't going to bring it the same way that Teresa's going to bring it, or a Cam's going to bring it, or an Ashley's going to bring it, you know? So there's only so few of them that they have to really, really worry about.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, if I'm looking at that challenge, like whatever I mean, I guess you've already talked the House vote into Ashley, and I don't think I want to go against that. If I'm Teresa,
and that's easy because, and Teresa can go around. She probably was saying that, you know, like Ashley just got back. It's easy for everybody to vote that way, and if everyone's hands can be clean, like, of course they're going to do that.
So, but if you're Teresa looking for your skull and you're Jay, like when you show up for that crater, when you show up to that crater and you see that challenge, I think Teresa can beat a layup pretty easily. I mean, like a layup's a layup for a reason. Yeah. So if I'm Teresa, I'm thinking about that. And if it's potentially a guy's challenge, Jay owns that all day long against pretty much everyone in that fucking house. I think that seems to be more in his wheelhouse than anything else he could get.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even more than anything else, if you're going to have to go against somebody, like go down there when you can go against these unproven commodities that look weak. Even if, like, say someone who we're thinking is going to be an easy defeat, like Amber M. Say she comes out and she's a badass. I would still rather take a gamble that she sucks than go against Cam, who's 10-1 in eliminations now.
Yeah.
Like, fuck no. I'll take someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because eventually you're going to have to go against a Cam.
Mm-hmm. You wait long enough, that's all you get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wait, can we I think did we pass the whole Fessy and Gabby thing? Because that made me laugh, man. Okay.
Yeah, tell us. Spill the tea.
Okay, so I mean, Tori's out, you know, Fessy's moving on very quickly, might I add. And he's hitting on Gabby, and Gabby is just reading him in these interviews. I thought it was so funny. Like, I almost in the like politest way possible. She's like, I've literally never spoken to you before, but if you want to hit on me now, like, cool. And then he's like, we have a very complex relationship. Complex where?
Sorry.
I don't even think Fessy can spell complex. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you mean? You've probably been hitting on her for like 2 days. You might have been there in its entirety yet, maybe 2 or 3 weeks. Like, you can relax, Fessy. A complex relationship, please.
Well, this was swing number 2 that we've seen that also seemed to miss. So
swing number 3, technically, with Ashley.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Ashley, were you cool with Fessy and Gabby's new blossoming relationship this week?
I mean, the only reason I'm not cool with it was because supposedly his girl thought they were together the whole time. I didn't know that. I mean, we all heard the rumor about me and him making out. So, I mean,
the rumor, she says.
the rumor that you proved.
I hadn't even talk that talk, Ashley. Oh my God.
Or the rumor. It's a rumor.
Rumor and innuendo.
Yeah.
Anyways, but honestly, we were both drunk that night, so we barely remember it. And no, I don't care that he made out with Gabby because I really didn't give a fuck. But I think I feel bad for that Haley girl because I met her once in Vegas. She was nice.
Wait, Ashley, you said they made out? Because I don't remember seeing that. Did we?
Oh, I don't know. Oh my God, I've already gotten in trouble talking so much on this, but I mean.
All right, apparently
that messy Fessy, huh?
No, we saw that on the trailer. On the trailer.
Is he like? Is he one of those guys that are like a lot more attractive in person than he is on? I mean, like, don't get me wrong, he's okay on TV. Like, he's not ugly,
in
but
my opinion. But you know me, I'm weird. I'm like weird when it comes to boys. But I mean, in my opinion, he's much better looking on TV than in real life.
You like those like 5'8", 145-pound guys with blonde hair?
No, he's really tall.
No. But what you really like though is like 5'8", 145, blonde hair, blue eyes.
Hair could be curly if it got long enough.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I was
all right. I mean, I'm just track. All right. So next up, we see the conversation. Teresa tells you that you're fine. No argument here. I also believe that you're fine.
You give me a 7?
No. I'm counting the number of times Johnny hits on you.
Oh, I thought you were like,
That's
Yeah,
so.
Ashley, Is a 7 out of 10 bad, Ashley? Let's talk about scales, bitch.
I mean, honestly,
This is why I feel you.
Honestly, I was excited. He gave me a 7 out of 10.
You 7 is a good number. It's
I am
decent.
sure we will exceed 10 by the end of this podcast.
Hey, if you would like me to count to 11, I can make that. But it's a big 11.
So big it's a 12.
BlueChew.com, promo code Survivor. We'll get there.
Oh yeah, you guys are selling ball trimmers during the commercial,
Yeah.
right?
At the end of the show, we sell dick pills. That's even better. Get ready.
All right.
Class never ends here on Reality.
Listen, whatever works for you.
Yeah. All right. So, are you buying Teresa saying that you're fine at this point? I mean, because I think it's obvious by deliberations when Leroy's like, "Hey, I heard the name Ashley, and I ain't voting Ashley," and it wasn't like you're like, Ashley. No. So, but
No,
it's
like I said earlier, that hallway echoed. So I heard Teresa. That's why I walked in there.
okay.
And that's why you could see. I mean, even sometimes production says I have too big of ears. You know, like I'm over listening onto what the fuck they're saying.
Well,
too.
this
Like,
is
they don't even
right.
talk
This is
around me anymore. Like the camera people and like sound. When I'm around, they're quiet because I be listening and I'm like to everything. I'm paranoid Pam. Marie knows about it.
yeah, but this is right after the challenge, before even the club. Or like, do you feel safe at that point, or are you even worried then?
No, I kind of already figured it out because on the way back, Gabby sat on the bus right next to Teresa.
Okay.
And I was like, that is fucking weird because I've never even seen them talking. But the whole way home, they were like resting their heads on each other. Like, I was like, what the fuck, dude? So I just felt like somehow this isn't going to be good for me. I'm not sure how, but I have this like
Intuition.
yeah, this witchy sense.
Yeah, I was gonna say the first time that you went up to her asking about it in the episode, she says something and like they just kind of show you like dash your eyes at her and it's like, you know what's going on, Ashley. Ashley's like very aware and like, I mean, people like Teresa can't really hide it. Like she's not fooling anybody. Like,
well,
sorry.
No, you can tell that. Oh, Marie will tell you because this bitch knows too. When you are going to be voted in, people treat you a little. You are like honestly being.
What?
Oh.
Ex-boyfriend calling me.
Okay, yeah, you turn off your mic. You're back.
Am I back? Okay.
Ex-boyfriends.
Oh my God, he's probably gonna call me 87 times. I hope.
Oh no, and it begins.
Oh my God, he's obsessed with me. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways. So like when you play the game
just want to mention real quick, Ashley, not obsessive in any way. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, you don't have to play the game for a while. If you have a good people skills, you'll start realizing when people are acting a little bit different towards you. You know, during lunch, they're, you know, letting you go ahead or maybe not talking to you as much. When you ask people who
there's an energy.
When you ask people who they're voting for, they're like, I don't know. I haven't really heard anything. You're like, okay, bitch, you're fucking lying because last week you told me what every fucking person fucking knew. And now this week you're like, no one knows. I'm like, oh, no one knows. Okay.
Oh, yeah. No, when you hear the word no one knows, you know.
That's stupid. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I tried to say this before and everyone ignored me, but I feel like Teresa gives off these like very bitchy vibes, like a very snooty type of woman. I don't like, am I right in reading that? I feel like she's very like prissy and matter of fact, which is like a certain, like you can be that way, fine, whatever. But
I think that's her game personality because the very first episode before I went home when we went to the club fucking kill me. That's so embarrassing to say. Before I went home the first time, Teresa, we had this like heart to heart. Like we were at the club. We were just talking about our families back home, talking about like getting to know each other. And she was a really cool, down to earth girl. But I think when she gets in game mode, which some people do, they become a whole different person. You know, oh, sorry for that.
cracking my knuckles. But and I think that she might come off. It's kind of like Cam too, like Killer Cam. You know, a lot of people don't like that, but it's more us kind of, or me calling myself Millionaire Mitchell. It's not like I really think it's kind of us psyching ourselves out to be that person, to get into that game.
The only people that don't like that shit are haters or fucking haters, because every time I hear it's like Killer Cam or fucking Millionaire Mitchell, I swear, I'm like, yeehaw, you know, like, I fucking love you too. I fucking love the energy.
I love calling Cam Killer Cam because like it's almost like, oh, you know what it's like? It's like Beyonce and Sasha Fierce. Or like Sasha Fierce.
So you're Sasha Fierce? Is that who you decided you were going to be?
No, but I'm saying it's almost like our alter ego that we have to go into when you're like going into competition. Because honestly, when people say I'm a threat and people vote me in, I'm like, why? And then I have to remember, okay, you've won all this money, you know, like, but I don't see myself like that. So I'm like, fuck. But once you put yourself, okay, Millionaire Mitchell, and like, you know, sit up straight and like, okay, it's time to fucking go. You get yourself in the mindset to compete. When you're just being like your normal self, like, oh my God, I'm paranoid, Pam, I'm freaking out. And just be like, okay, I'm going to go into elimination. Let's fucking go. Those are like two different mindsets, and you have to really put yourself in the strong one. So when Cam turns into Killer Cam, that's almost her fucking alter ego. Like, okay, it's time to turn it on, be stronger than I actually am, and fight till the freaking last breath, you know, the last ring, the last whatever it is.
That's a really good observation. I love when players come out as their alter ego and they're like fighters. Like when you and Cam do that, I love that shit. The ones I don't like are when their alter egos are like smug. Which I think that's a little bit of Teresa. Like, I think her alter ego is like, yeah, I'm great. I don't have to say much about it. Like, I'm going to be reserved and awesome. And like, I think she seems like a lovely person, but the way she's like talking about her game, I'm not a fan of. And Maria, I kind of get where you're coming from with that, but I don't know. I see that with some of the other players I don't like.
I mean, she is making big moves, but like Marie said earlier, you don't need to be spearheading all these big moves. Not even halfway through the season or halfway through the season. Like that's just going to put a target on your head, and it's stupid as fuck. Like to just be like pissing off a bunch of strong competitors. You're not pissing off the rookies who aren't going to win. Not one rookie has won a daily challenge yet. So you're not pissing off a bunch of fucking rookies. You're pissing off people who actually win shit.
Yeah, you're doing the dirty work of the low hangers.
I said the wrong word.
Dirty work.
Yeah, I called her the wrong word before. She's cocky. That's what she is. Like that's the type of player she is, I think.
Yeah.
And she really believes that like you guys obviously are her biggest competition, and that with one of you gone, that's probably her only competition.
Yeah, but
that would be my reasoning.
Not that close to her. The only rookie that was close to her was Gabby. So that's why.
No, I'm not. Listen. She's not that close to them either. I'm just saying she knows that in the final she's going to beat those rookies, every single one of those girls. I'm sorry to say, guys, size does matter sometimes.
But this is what I said about people that I work with usually. I think that anyone I work with could beat me in a final, but I think I have the possibility of also beating them in the final. You want to work with people that can win daily challenges. You want to work with people that can compete. You want to work with people that can win eliminations. But you also want to, not work with, and I hate to say this, but Jenny. You know what I mean? Like she's unbeatable. Or, I was working with Natalie this season because I had to, because everyone was like strong players. And I'm like, where, me? Who? But, normally Natalie probably would not be someone I would normally want to work with, just because I'm not sure I could beat her in a final. No, I'm not sure I could beat Cam, Cara, or any of them, but I think that I have a chance.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
There you go. You worked out before the podcast, right?
Pardon?
You worked out before the podcast?
Yeah.
What was it? Was it chest day?
Yeah.
I don't have enough fingers left to keep the counter. Jonny has knocked the meter out of the park.
Thank you.
So good. So good.
And he's assist to Marie. Marie's helping him hit on Ashley. What is going on?
This is so weird. All right. So now it's time for deliberations. And Ashley, you make the case for the fact you ain't stuck with your partner. And when it comes to the final, you ain't Anissa. You didn't say the last part, but you said pretty much everything else.
Yeah.
Amazing speech. I mean, like I'm sitting there, like I'm like, this is your like. I'm sitting there, I'm just like, oh, like I assumed you would get lots of airtime because we saw at the beginning they love you as a narrator, and that's an amazing quality to have in a reality television performer, and you excelled at that in the first episode. That's why I was so sad to see you go.
Oh
so
my
you come
God.
back and I'm like, okay, she's just reassuming her role, and then I'm just like it. But then like I just saw the airtime build. And I'm just like, okay, is this your coming out party or is this your swan song? And that speech, I'm just like, please buy into the speech, people, because I thought it was correct.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah,
because like
it
guys, it's not like you have
Ashley.
like it's a secret vote, even though they can't reveal it. But it's still a secret vote. If you're a guy, there's no way I'm getting rid of you if I'm stuck with someone that fucking sucks.
Yeah.
You've been in
Yeah.
3 finals,
Ashley.
you won 2.
Yeah, Marie.
I rewound that part and I filmed it and I literally screamed to the TV and I sent you it because that's what I was doing when I was watching it. You did not miss a fucking beat. It was just fire. It was why you're a fucking 2-time champion. You are like, seriously, like you've become like a face of the show. I'm so proud of you, like to call you my friend. Like it's so sick. Like you light it up.
But to have Marie say this means everything to me because she is honestly the commentary queen. And just that, like, I just, well, obviously Marie knows I love her, but so she like texted me earlier, like, you want to be on the podcast? I'm like, yeah, I'll be, whatever, when? Fucking same time, same place. But so, I mean, honestly, I'm blushing. I wish I could hug you. I miss you so much.
No, it's true though. Cause like, yeah, man, like it was so fire. And like everyone was just staring at you like, oh shit. Like,
I know. I mean, what did Amber?
And then Cam says her like little like her like 2 sentences just to kind of like back it up, and then like a Cam kind of way. I'm like, oh shit, don't fuck with the vets.
But then that little Amber M, which I do love her now. Like honestly, I do. But Amber M was like, what did she say?
Yeah.
Well, some people die in the final, and then everyone. But I don't think they like put everyone's voice that stood up, but like Corey. Leroy, a few, even CT, I think, piped up, and they were like, "Yeah, she's not the one that's gonna die in a fucking final. Like you're talking to the wrong fucking person. Like we've all worked with her. Like no.
Not the one.
Like,
not the one.
Some people, when they get to the final, they gas out. We saw that with Polly, and I'm like, yeah, that was the final.
She brought up Polly. I missed that. She brought up Polly.
Well, I don't know if she said Polly, but she said we've seen people gas out in the final. That's what she said. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like,
yeah, it's a little big for her booty.
I've done 3 finals. I ain't never fucking gassed out. And then all the boys kind of had my back. They were like, yeah, she really has never. No, she's not the one to say that to. And I was like, I mean,
this episode honestly felt like an Ashley highlight reel.
Yeah,
like, honestly.
Yeah, I was praying for it
after Teresa. What the fuck? They named that episode after Teresa. She won the challenge, yeah, but I'm sorry, like, well, she did also win the elimination. I mean, she got me to where I needed to go. So actually, no, I take back everything I just said. She won the episode.
This was your episode. Stop.
You better stop that.
She won the challenge, and she got me to go down into elimination. Which
Please get out of here.
I'm not a sore loser.
The only time I enjoyed or listened to what she was saying when she was on TV was when you were talking to her. Okay, like otherwise, like I wouldn't trust her Botox. Like that's all I'm saying. You know.
I don't know. I don't think it's going to be good for them. And I think it's going to be really fucked for Jay because he pissed off a lot of people on Girls' Day. Like, yeah. I'd understand if he did a big move on Boys' Day. But he did this for Teresa that he's just met when he has been friends with Corey. And it could easily have been Corey and whoever the fuck, Kyle. It could have easily been. Yeah. And Kyle is no fucking wimp in eliminations. Kyle has won many a fucking elimination against very good people. So
silent underdog, Kyle. Gotta love him.
I mean, I think that he's actually a really good competitor. So Corey could have gone against him into elimination because, like we were saying, Marie, I think it was 60-40% that it could have been girls or guys' day. I think it could easily have been a guys' day. We really didn't.
But I have to tell you what my favorite part of this entire episode was when TJ says, what did he say? It's gonna boys or something like this, and
it's
you
an important night for the guys.
Just fucking give everybody the fucking finger, walking around.
Oh yeah, you did your. It was like you hit a walk-off home run, and you're fucking Kenny Powers. You're just like, yeah,
literally. Literally, it was so good. It was so good.
Oh, I was so mad, dude. I really was like, fuck you, motherfuckers. I was ready to get production really fucked up. Because if it was Boys' Day, I was going to go in that house and fuck shit.
Oh, I wish.
I was going to be fucking annoying as fuck, piss everyone off. Shake up those rookies hella fucking quick because I would have realized they were the ones who voted for me. You know what I mean? I would have fucking... And I also, both times I got eliminated and got voted in, I gave some fucking crazy ass Ashley speeches, season 5 to bananas. Like, I told everyone, I was like, y'all are worried about me winning $1 million, which I get taxed on. And this bitch up here is married to a pro NFL player. She's got millions in the bank. What the fuck is your problem? Oh, because you need it more than me? That bitch don't need it more than me. What the fuck are you doing fucking falling behind her like little fucking puppets? Like, I went off. I like literally called people out one by one. Marie knows how I get. I just like freak out. They don't always show all of it because it can last a long time sometimes.
It'll just be the Ashley show, as it should be, though.
It's like usually like a 10-minute ordeal where I'm just like, fuck you. Don't make me tell what I know that you did to certain people. I have
just
like,
dropping bombs.
Throwing bombs. Like, honestly, if MTV aired some of it, people's lives would be ruined.
Yeah.
Oh my.
No, seriously. No.
If it did go as TJ teased and it's Corey versus Kyle, who wins?
On that one, Kyle, because he's way taller. I think the length had a lot to do with it. Well,
Dead ringer. I thought the key was height.
Yeah.
You know what happened to me, and people don't understand what was happening. They think I wasn't getting the momentum. It wasn't that. It was my rings had the double zip ties, so it had 2 zip ties, and I was trying to rip it off with my arms, and I cannot get it. And then at the end, you saw me put my knee in it and rip it off. And that was the only way. I didn't have the strength or the body weight or whatever it was. Well, the strength. I didn't have the strength to fucking pull it off.
Well, that's why it's arm day.
Huh? Pardon?
That's why it's arm day. Getting that.
I know. That's why I've been doing arms.
Looks like it.
If I would have used my knee at the beginning and realized I could have done that, it would have been a much closer game. Definitely not saying I would have won, but it would have been way closer. But that's why after like the first one, my second one, and then I fucking didn't do much more. I did like one more because I cannot get it ripped off. Corey's like, just jerk it. So that's why you see me almost at one point just not even going back and forth, just swinging.
Trying to get the ring.
I'm trying to get the ring off.
But don't you think height was a huge difference as well, though?
I mean, yeah, but also like KM, it was almost like, well, I mean, it was almost like she has more upper body weight and strength. You know what I mean? And that was what you needed for that to rip those off. I mean, 2 zips.
But it seemed like you needed like 2 extra swings to get the momentum to get far enough for your ring versus she's getting that in one jump.
Yeah. But they did like lower our harnesses so we could get the same like running. And you know what I mean? Once you got the momentum, you were barely running on the thing.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not gonna take anything away from Cam because she did better.
I'm not taking anything away. I think a height advantage is an advantage.
Oh no, a height advantage in the challenge is always an advantage. I would say
So by that same reasoning, that's why you're picking Kyle over Corey if they have that they have that challenge.
Yeah, that's why I would pick Kyle over Corey. Yeah.
Also, Kyle doesn't choke like Corey does. So
Can I say something about Cam's game? Sure. She is just like, honestly though, when she goes into eliminations, she always just has this like calm, cool, collected way about her. No matter what? Like, it really is so like when Leroy was saying how like she might get it wrong the first time, but like she's always thinking like I'm someone that like might start panicking or something like that. You'll never see that from Cam ever.
Well,
It's like very
I think he's almost won as many eliminations as Anissa, and Anissa's been in like twice as many as eliminations.
Yes. Yeah.
Like literally, Anissa's been in twice as many eliminations, and Cam has like almost caught up to her elimination record. I mean,
Cam is 10-1, and Anissa's what, 10-10.
Yeah, I mean, people don't give credit to Cam for how much she went in her first season. You know what I mean? And how unbothered she is by going in. I mean, she is literally unfucking bothered. And I'm like, dude,
she's like, who wants it?
Me and Marie, we freak the fuck out. I'm like, oh, I hate this. I hate it.
Paranoid Pam. Yep.
But you know, Cam, she's killing Cam. She's a queen. She keeps cool, calm, collected, takes care of business, and comes back. Yeah. And you know, that's why I like to have her as my friend. Because she gives me these, you know, when you have wine nights with the girls and on the challenge and you're talking to each other and you have a friend like that talks to you calmly and teaches you to calm down. That's nice. That's good to have.
So Ashley, you were saying you get a little flustered. You're owning that. CT in the confessional said you were too angry to perform. Is there any truth to that?
No, I wasn't really that angry, to be honest, because when I came back into the house, I knew that was going to happen. I always get that angry. I always have. I mean, you could see on Chance vs. Pros 1 when I told Jordan to, like, fuck off and kiss my ass. I mean, I always get angry like that, and I can usually focus it. But I think the longer you do these shows, the more your anxiety and shit gets worse. So this challenge, honestly, I was pretty calm, and it was like fun and like hanging from up there, and it was like against Cam, which it sucked, but maybe I was too like calm about it. Like I was just like, you know, this is fun. When I got done, as you see me leaving, I'm like literally laughing, and I'm usually crying like but you know, like I knew that I had a huge target on my head. I knew I probably wasn't going to win this season because so many people were already against me. And then I get this chance to come back. So, you know, at least Cam got a skull. And it was a really fun elimination to be. It was like Peter Pan and shit. So, whatever. You can't win them all. And I hope that I just like showed people my loyalty. And people start treating me a little bit better than they've been treating me because I've been getting treated like shit.
How cool was it that you have CT, who was recognized as one of the biggest legends in the history of the show, when he's describing the Dead Ringer challenge, he's just like, look, this is the main event. We have headliners going head to head. So to have that commentary by a legend, I think, you know, for anyone that was on the bubble, it's just like, I think this is a big deal. When you have CP telling you it's a big deal, it's a fucking big deal. That's really
cool. Yeah, and like I didn't even remember that, honestly.
Listen, Ashley, you left the season, you came back, you're leaving again early, but I think that you solidified yourself as like the female face of this show for the short amount that you have been here. You have been like the saving grace. That's why they brought you back, and unfortunately, they didn't keep you. That was stupid on their end. But like all the fucking credit. You were here. You showed what you're about, and like you just got put up against a really, really, really strong player. Like if it was a puzzle,
I went against Natalie and fucking Cam. I mean, it's not like I went against two rookies or fucking like a layup.
No one's discrediting you, Ashley, at all.
Yeah. No, I know, but I am the hardest on myself, and you know that. You know how Leos are.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm trying to fucking give you some compliments. Can you listen, bitch?
I know.
Listen up. You fucking crushed.
Physical, and if it would have been a puzzle, I think you would have been sending some really threatening players home. So that, like,
you were. It would have been a puzzle. I would have said.
Yeah.
She's like the Rain Man.
I know.
She's like the puzzle Rain Man.
You just mentioned, you know, how Leos act. Going back a little bit, Lio Rush quits this episode. If Lio Rush stays in the game, it's a men's elimination.
Well, you know, yeah, I think so. It would have been. It would have been, and also Leo would not have voted for me. I know that for a fucking fact, and he might have got some people to switch because he had a strong personality, and he is he is a very loyal person. So I think that he would have got some of those rookies to stay loyal because me and Leo actually, like I said, we were pretty close. Like we talked every day, like had conversations, like, "Are you doing okay?" Like, because I was very anxious this season, and so was he. So I don't know. It's sucked. Home, I was like, "Fuck me."
All right, well, I mean, the offer's there. I
Keep the counter going.
I don't even know what number that
is. Leave me alone.
All right. So also yeah, here we go. If Leo was there, it would have been a women's elimination. I assume they picked women to still equal out on the skull count.
Okay.
All right.
That's why we thought it was going to be women for sure because of the skull count.
Okay.
So maybe it was like maybe 70-30. But there was still a good chance it could have been this day, especially if they voted me in because I felt like I was doing a lot. I walked into the game. I made out with Fessy in place. I'm like doing like all of this shit. So I'm like, don't they want me to stay around? Corey really wasn't doing nothing. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't even make it fast enough to grab me by my arms on the first challenge when I came back. So, like, what the fuck is he doing more than me? Fucking nothing. So I'm like, when they want to make it a boys' thing, like, it only makes sense to me.
Trim the fat.
Well, no, not that he's fat. I mean,
trim the fat. I mean, like, save the same.
I mean, Corey's a great player and like a fucking amazing reality.
Sure, but if I'm casting, I'm casting you before Corey.
Well, I mean, on the challenge, possibly, especially since I was making like big.
Which show am I casting? What are we talking about? If I'm casting Corey's house, yes, I'm casting Corey before you. Well, but if I'm casting the challenge, I'm casting you first.
Corey's on Team Mom too.
Okay, there you go. Well, then he's set. I thought I saw him on a Teen Mom commercial. I'm like, isn't that Corey?
Yeah.
I fast forward.
Corey's so likable. He's super likable.
No, he's awesome. Like everyone loves him, and I love him too. I think he's an awesome.
Well, they need to keep him on for Teen Mom too. Then I didn't know. I thought that was him, and I'm just like I'm not rewinding to look.
Well, you walked in and made out with Fessy. Marie, can I test out my Staten Island slang? Did she chalk him? Is that right?
Yes. How did you know that?
You taught me that.
What does that mean?
I taught you that? Oh, in Orlando?
No, on the podcast.
Oh, did
what does that mean?
Yeah.
Chalking is like when you like just basically make out with someone out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what fucking happened. Yeah.
Oh man. Actually, I don't know how well you did in school, but
actually, I'm gonna Urban Dictionary that.
Me, I went to college for free for academics. I had a scholarship to WVU.
Okay, well, I mean, if we're ever hanging out and there happens to be a chalkboard, maybe there could be some chalking.
Okay.
Swing and a miss.
Don't count that one.
Don't count that one. Hey, I had 12 straight. I was doing pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. So, final words, Ashley. Wow. That's
Yeah. Chalk. Here it is in the Urban Dictionary. To randomly go up to someone and start making out with them without warning.
Oh well. I mean, I didn't go up to him. He came up to me, but yeah. That's what happened.
He seems like is he a creeper? Because he's just creeping around from one girl to the next.
I mean, I think that
he
was
kind of
insecure about his relationship, and then sometimes when you get drunk and you're insecure, you do stupid things. I think maybe that's what happened. Because supposedly him and old girl were still dating, so maybe like I don't know.
Well, then that could be said for everyone, and we'd have to make a really nice podcast. But we're not really about that, and everyone has their issues, and let's not forget that. And if you're going to say something nice about Fessy, we should also say something nice about Tori, Ashley, because we're definitely not going to defend Fessy on this fucking shit.
And I love the podcast.
You know what? I have to say, I feel really bad for Tori because I feel like it sucks to get shit from a lot of the fans and everything. Because honestly, she probably hates her fucking edit too, like I would as well, but at the same time, like she's going through something that's like real in real life, and it's so easy to commentate and talk about all of this stuff, and we forget so often that like we're just human beings too. So like just take everything we say with like a grain of salt. Like it's not that serious. So sorry, Tori, if you're upset out there. Feel better soon. Ashley will buy your book.
Actually, I heard her book in the challenge house because she had it with her. Dude, I was super impressed. Like, honestly, swear to God, if you have kids, buy the book. Like, I was entertained by it. I've had her, like, because she has it memorized, the whole fucking thing, because it's like a poem. And she has the whole, and she would say it to me at nighttime. I've had her read it to me maybe 4 or 5 times. So it's honestly very impressive, and I'm honestly really proud of her. But we're all the bad guys certain seasons. You know what I mean? Like, so it's.
I still don't like Fessy.
Yeah, well, I mean, no one does, but.
Yeah, listen to our other podcast, the live reaction podcast with Lauren and Alex, and they hate Fessy. So that's also available at
Fessy used to be great when he didn't talk and was just really good at competition.
Not really, because it was so boring. It's like they bring all these people from Big Brother that are great competitors, but it's like, dude, I already have wallpaper up. Like, wallpaper went out with the 90s.
It's just like what?
So can you get rid of the wallpaper and just do some paint, please? Again.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Ashley, do you have any parting words?
I love you, Marie.
Oh, well, that's
Oh.
about the challenge, but I think that counts.
My thing is frozen. What? My computer's frozen.
I asked Ashley for parting words.
Can you hear me?
Challenge.
No.
Yes, we can hear you.
Sadly, but surely.
Yeah, and she said that she loves you. There you go, Marie.
Oh,
Well,
I'm out of here.
Ashley,
Oh,
you can answer,
am I?
but she loves you back.
Yes. Yes.
Love you. Wait, I'm
Oh, there
moving.
you
I'm
go.
moving.
Okay. So Ashley,
Love
you have any final challenge? Like if they ask you to come back, you're coming back.
Of course, I have to get a 3rd win. Okay, so I have the most money for a female, but I've got to have 3 wins to have the most wins or the same amount of wins with the most money.
Okay.
So
You better hide those guns, bitch. You better hide those guns. Coming in hot, okay? Seriously. Is it my turn to sign off? Because I have shit to say.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Go,
Okay.
girl.
My sign off is Ashley, you badass bitch. I was so proud of you this season. You fucking crushed it. You solidified yourself as a huge player in this game, in this franchise, not just this game. You're fucking sick, and this show is not going to be the same without you. I'm happy that Cam won. That's my girl too. Nani, you're my bitch. But
I
Ashley,
love Nani too. Nani is my fucking girl. Did you see? She's like, I'm not voting for Ashley. I
Yeah.
was like, oh,
yeah, she's a ride or
dude,
die. That's
you
my
know
down
that
ass
is?
bitch.
Because I love Nani. Like, people don't show, like, me, Nani, and Marie are kind of like have this similar personalities. So we get on like peanut butter and jelly. So like when Nani did that this episode, I literally started crying. I'm not joking. I'm like, oh my God, because I love her so much.
Yeah.
Like, so.
Yeah, that's a badass bitch.
And I'm going to tell you something. I will never say Nani's name ever again. And you can put that on my fucking mom, because I would never say her name ever again.
Well, we know how people feel about swearing on their family members, right, Johnny?
Oh, hi, Jonny Fairplay. Nice to meet you. I would love for you to come over and watch my highlight reel one day.
Sick. That was sick.
Well, that trifecta, I guess I have a type. That's my 3 favorite female challenge competitors, the 3 most entertaining characters I've seen on the challenge of Nani, Marie, and Ashley. So, Ashley, thank you so much for coming back. This has truly been a pleasure.
You're the best.
We love you. Lauren and Alex yesterday on the podcast were singing your praises. I think You heard it from Johnny and I tonight, and Marie as well. Everyone deserves a hype man like Marie on their speeches. She sent me that video, and she's the Flava Flav to your Chuck D, and it's fantastic.
Dude, she's but we are so similar. People don't understand. Like when we're on the challenge, we don't have to say something. We can just look at each other and be like,
we're both insane.
yeah, mentally unstable. Like, okay, are you freaking out? Yes, I'm freaking out, bitch.
Yeah. Of course I am. What time is it?
Are you voting for me? No, I'm not voting for you. Okay, well, who is?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, thanks again, Ashley. Thank you, Marie. Thank you, Zach. Thank you, everyone, for watching. And show's not over, folks. There's some awesome sponsors that have plenty of things that you will love. Until next week.
We'll see you then.
Sayonara.
Lucy Nicotine is a company founded by Caltech scientists and former smokers looking for a better and cleaner nicotine alternative. Finally, tobacco alternatives that don't suck.
Researched and developed for 3 years to be made by people, not patients. Lucy's created a nicotine gum with 4 milligrams of nicotine that comes in 3 flavors: wintergreen, cinnamon, and pomegranate. Lucy also has a lozenge with 4 milligrams of nicotine in cherry ice flavor. Each and every flavor actually does taste great, and it's convenient and discreet. Products can be enjoyed anywhere, on flights, at work, on the go, even in the gym. I'm so excited that Lucy is sponsoring us because one of my best friends in the world, he's trying to quit smoking. His girlfriend's been getting on him for years. He's a big menthol smoker, and the wintergreen flavor is a really nice substitute for him that he absolutely loves. So this is the thing that you need to check out if you've been trying to kick your tobacco habits.
I have a family member that's tried the pomegranate, and they say it's one of the greatest tasting gums they've ever had. We're not talking nicotine gum. We're talking any gum. So if you've been discouraged by other nicotine gums, try the pomegranate. And also for the lozenge, the cherry ice is allegedly the best. And you know what? I believe them. But as far as enjoying anywhere, I heard at the gym, you get a little extra bump from the lozenge and from the gum.
Boom. It's 2020. Get rid of your cigarettes, unplug your vape, throw out your dip, and get some Lucy nicotine gum or lozenges. This is the real deal, and a subscription to Lucy comes directly to your door each month. It's so simple, you don't even have to leave your house because Lucy has delivery down.
Reality NSFW listeners, go to lucy.co and use promo code SURVIVOR to get 20% off all products, including gum and lozenges. That's Lucy, LUCY.co. That's right, CO, and use promo code SURVIVOR at checkout. Also, I have to give this disclaimer. Warning, this product contains nicotine derived from tobacco, and nicotine is an addictive chemical. So that's lucy.co, and be sure to use that promo code SURVIVOR, and we thank them for sponsoring the Reality NSFW podcast. Let's talk about something we could all use more of right now. Sex. Great sex. Now look, I love sex, Zach. I don't know about you. It's my favorite. It's my favorite. And I don't like a little bit of sex. I like a whole lot of sex. And so, guys, now you can increase your performance and get that extra confidence in bed. Listen up, BlueChew.com. That's blue like the color blue.
Blue Chew brings you the first chewable with the same FDA-approved active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis.
Now, you can take them anytime, day or night, even on a full stomach, so you can be ready whenever an opportunity arises.
Not only that, Blue Chew is made in the USA. It's prescribed online by licensed physicians, so you don't have to go to the doctor or wait in line. It's even cheaper than a pharmacy, and they prepare and ship it right to you in a discreet package. No awkwardness, and you don't even have to leave the house.
Now, if you could benefit from more confidence where it counts, Blue Chew is the fast and easy way to enhance your performance. Guys, this isn't me reading ad copy here. This is Jonny Fairplay when he knows action is about to go down. I grab the Blue Chew, I peel it open, chew it up, and I go, get ready, we're going to Pound Town. Someone is going over. Someone is winning a championship tonight. That's right. And that could be you, because right now we've got a special deal for our listeners. Visit bluechew.com and get your first shipment free when you use our special promo code SURVIVOR. Just pay the $5 shipping. Again, that's BLUECHEW.com, bluechew.com. Use promo code SURVIVOR to try it for free. Blue Chew is the better, cheaper choice, and we thank them for sponsoring the podcast. And remember, when you support our sponsors, you help this podcast be possible. So please use our promo code SURVIVOR at bluechew.com.